What's up, everybody? New box design, FreeCAD, cut sheets, horn rest file, all into the description. Here's the title page. Fucking big giant box for 12-inch subwoofer, bass, compound horn. Watch the YouTube video. You're watching it. And send me some money. Cashapp, 608 green. Alright? Here are the parts. I had this formatted really nice. When I imported it into the new FreeCAD version, it kind of messed everything up, and I'm just gonna leave it. I can't deal with it anymore, man. I can't. Here's the other parts, and here's some diagrams. Hopefully you find this stuff useful. Alright. So here's the model. And I'm going to get you some distances here, some dimensions. I was recording this video once. I nearly had a dang stroke. I was getting so mad at this new measuring tool here. I don't know how it works. But it's 66 inches top to bottom. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So front to back, let's see. Oh, come on now. Alright. 18.25, but these little braces back here are 2 inches thick, so that's 20.25 front to back. Now let's go side to side. Come on now, there we go. 16 inches wide. Alright. So yep, here's what it is. It's a compound horn. It's, I'll take off the back here for you. You can look in the back. The back is just this big offset resonator transmission line thing, but there's a little port down here that lowers the tuning. By length, this whole thing is like 35 or 40 hertz. I forget. I think it's around there. But then this port brings it down to, I think it's 23 hertz. And then since it's offset, it doesn't mess up. It doesn't mess up at 3 times the fundamental. It plays longer than that. And then I added this little thing up here. It's tuned at about 200 hertz to extend the range even further. Now this thing up here, I'm not sure if it'll work best with this panel here, or if it'll work best open like that, or if the panel could have a bigger opening, or some padding inside. I don't really know. The back end could definitely use some polyfill down in this lower section, but you could try it without it. You can make this design so that the back can still come off, or you can just glue it on, because this particular design, you can put the speaker in through the front. Perfect. Okay, so here's the point of the compound horn design. Why it's compound, why we care about 200 hertz is not because we want to play 200 hertz through it really loud, necessarily. It's because you're still going to low pass at 100 hertz or 140 hertz or something like that. And then your phase remains consistent a lot longer. Sorry, I had to cough there. So what that means is that it's easier to integrate into your, your highs, or your mid highs, or your kick bins, or whatever you got. All right, so don't know how I just got rid of that panel there. Let's ignore it, and let's get into horn rest. This new version of FreeCAD's a little different. It's a little different than it used to be. I'm not used to it yet. We use an old version of horn rest because I'm too lazy to update it, just straight up. All right, so here we go. Here it is. Right now I have a GRS 12SW4HE, and let's look at what it gives us here. Acoustical power output. Trust me, this hump down here at the fundamental is not going to be that big. And up here at 200 hertz, yeah, it does hit some wingus pingus up here. All right, but look at how quick this is falling off. That's going to be beautiful. All right, so diaphragm displacement. This is why I try to tune it by length in this area, is because there's a lot of excursion just a little bit above the tuning frequency. Now, it's going to be a problem with some subs. I wouldn't recommend putting in like a SCAR DDX12 or some other driver that's got really low Q. and high motor force because you're probably just going to smash backplate at 30 to 40 hertz. Yeah. So anyway, let's go try a Scar SDR 12D2, very average subwoofer, right? Okay, so that also works pretty good in here. So let's go to Loudspeaker Wizard and let's look at this real quick. In Loudspeaker Wizard, I have added some polyfill and I have lossy LE enabled, and then we get this. All right. Yes, I know at 200 hertz there's some wingus pingus. All right, sorry about that. All right. So let's see. Where does it tell us how much polyfill that we've got in here? Tell us under power. Where is it? Or do I have to go to? What do I have to go to here? Filling? Was that it? Will it tell us how much filling I have? I have 0.192 kilograms total. That's not that much. And if you don't want to use filling, that's fine. Probably still sound mostly okay. So that's 0 polyfill, and we get more fundamental, but we have a little bit more weirdness happening at about 100 hertz, where that cancellation is going on in the rear section, the low section. All right, so let's look at memory and width here, because this is where we have our filters. Let's go to the filter wizard. Let's turn our filter on, and you know, there's this big wingus pingus up here. But check this out. If you just low pass it at 140 hertz with like a second order filter, then you get that. That's not too bad. And then let's go back to our, let's just capture that or save it or whatever. Oops, went all the way back out. My bad. All right, let's put our filling back in. Filling. There it is. Okay, so we just had, what was it, 47? And then a little bit here as well. About that much. That's about the same, whatever. All right, so let's go back to our memory and width. Filter wizard. And there we go. Look how flat that is. Isn't that epic? Isn't that awesome? Low pass at 140 hertz, second order, and we get this. That's sick. That's so dope. Look at how sharp that shelf is at 200 hertz. If this works out like it does in the simulation, this would be awesome. But you can low pass it lower, and obviously then you get less and less sound out here towards 200 hertz. But the point of this design is that, look at the phase. The phase doesn't go all crazy at like 70 hertz or something, like a straight resonator would. All right, their phase remains pretty consistent. Obviously, the filter does modify the phase. If we just turn that off, this is our phase without any filters at all. Cool, awesome. All right, so this is the design. This is it. I don't know if it's 100% good. I just don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I don't really know. But let's go over to chamber here. I'll show you what happens when we modify the area of the port. So when we modify the area of the port, where it should be tuned, it's probably 207 hertz. Okay, but we have it tuned, that high resonator, we have it tuned at 200 hertz, and that's what we're modifying here. So as we modify this, and we make it bigger, we cannot get out to 207 hertz. We can't do it. And the bigger we go, the more Horn Resp doesn't like me anymore, and the program will crash. So let's just give you an example of what that looks like. I'm gonna be pressing this button for quite a long time. So put on some music, put on some lo-fi beats to relax to while I'm pressing this button, because it might be a while, and the program's definitely gonna crash. But from my memory, it was pretty interesting what happens when the program, or before the program crashes. I forget what number that is. Maybe I should just click it like this. Okay, what's going on here? Maybe nothing happens. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was straight up wrong and I don't remember correctly. I thought the peak kind of went away the closer we got to 207 hertz. Oh, there it is. There's the crash. See, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've got that hole the right size. Maybe I don't. Okay, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit. But now the program's crashed. But anyway, if you want it, I'm not claiming it's perfect. I'm claiming that it's probably pretty good. It's probably like a pretty good like home theater subwoofer, a good subwoofer to listen to. And you don't need a crazy good subwoofer. You could go get that power acoustic from Walmart, and that would probably make a lot of bass in here. You could get a Scar SDR, and that would make a lot of bass in here. You probably want your total Q, your QTS, to be like 0.5. You don't need a super extremely beefy motor on this thing. You do need a resonant frequency that's pretty low. 30 hertz, 32 hertz. That's pretty common for a 12-inch speaker. If you have a speaker that's got an FS even lower than that, that might be better. But you have the horn resp file. You can try it all out. All right. So that's it. Go to archive.org, download it, hit my Cash App. I'm running out of money. I'm scraping by, dude. I don't have advertising revenue. I don't have anything. But anyway, that's what it is. The whole design, the whole box is made out of 1/2-inch plywood. It's meant to be lightweight, meant to be able to move around on your own. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I might come back to this and try some different little configurations of the front resonator. I might not. We'll see. You're welcome to modify the design. You're welcome to use the design. I'm going to put it as like Creative Commons with share alike, and I'm going to prohibit for-profit stuff. Don't be going out there building these boxes as your speaker box company. But yeah, that's what it is. Have a great day, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful life. Thank you for watching my video.